There are times where we get to see the main character of an anime be completely overpowered right off the bat. Instead of a slow build up in the plot, seeing the main character demonstrate so much power early on is a change of pace. I'm sure you have a few main characters that are already coming to mind when you think about it. So in today's video, we'll be going over the top 10 anime where the main character is completely overpowered right from the start. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification icons for our future videos. All it takes is a few simple clicks. Now without further ado, let's begin.
おかしい。
どうした？
誰も俺のことを好きになる気配がないんだ。
は？
Number 10. Sword Gai The Animation.
The fate of a person who becomes one with a weapon, it's just a matter of time.
The story follows Ogata Gai, who was raised as a blacksmith after losing his parents just moments after he was born, literally. In a few moments, his father had been murdered while his mother ended up hanging herself. What caused his family to be torn apart was the possession of a demonic sword. Gai was then discovered in the forest by a blacksmith and was taken in from then on forward. As Gai grows older, he polishes his blacksmith abilities and inevitably connects himself with the demonic sword that was once the cause of his parents' death. When I mean that he's connected with the sword, I mean it quite literally. It's now one of his new arms after another tragic incident. Number 9. Night Wizard. This older anime follows the story of Renji Hiragi, a magic user known as a Night Wizard. All Renji wants to do is live a very mundane high school life and eventually graduate. It becomes difficult for Renji to do this as he's obligated to fulfill missions that prevent the end of the world. After being assigned a new mission of protecting Elise Shiho, a new transfer student at his school, Renji soon comes to learn that Ellis is a newly appointed Night Wizard just like himself. He continues to fulfill his mission as he protects Ellis from the darkness that awaits them. Fortunately for the both of them, not only are they both Night Wizards, but the power that Renji holds within him is off the charts. Number 8. Senkou no Night Raid. The year is 1931, and a special military spy organization called Sakurai is dispatched to Shanghai, China due to the recent wars that had just occurred. Not only do these spies have the typical training that is expected of them, but this special unit also has superpowers. Kazura Iha, a man with a great sense of pride and honor, often comes into internal conflict with his work as his ideals and morals get in the way. While at the same time, his abilities still make him an excellent fit for the job. Kazura's abilities revolves around teleportation, which allows him to be able to transport him or anyone else to another location. However, he withholds himself from using his powers unless it's absolutely necessary. To top it off, not only does he have special powers, but an even higher intellect to go along with that, making him a formidable spy. Number 7. Psychic Detective Yakumo.
Oi, どうした?
Miki は今も入院しています。
After having to witness her close friends becoming possessed by spirits, Haruko Ozawa pleads for the help from Yakumo Saito to save them. Yakumo, a reserved college student, helps Haruko with his special abilities. Born with heterochromia, the main protagonist has a red eye that gives him the ability to see and communicate with the spirits of the dead. The two begin to dive deeper into learning more about the dead, and soon find themselves facing challenges that they must face head-on. In order to protect themselves in the world of the living, Yakumo and Haruko learn how to fight against these spirits of the dead. What makes Yakumo so powerful is his ability to inflict damage on the dead and manipulate them if needed as well. Number 6. A certain magical index. In a world where superpowers rule the society's reality, those who possess special powers are known as espers. Espers that gain their abilities through the help of science become known as gemstones. On the other hand, those who gain their abilities through mastering the power of magic are known as sorcerers. The main character in this anime, Kamijo Tuma, starts off at the very bottom of the barrel at his academy. He then crosses paths with a silver-haired lolly and ends up having to protect her, feed her, and shelter her. This guy became a parent so involuntarily. And to top it off, our main character now starts to fight everybody with his new parental duties. It doesn't matter who it is, Tuma won't hesitate to throw some hands. Number 5. Kurozuka. This story, based in 12th century Japan, focuses on Kuro, a character based off the legendary swordsman known as Minamoto no Yoshitsune. On the run from his older brother who wants his life, Kuro flees into the mountains to hide with his servant. In the midst of hiding, Kuro crosses paths with a beautiful and mysterious woman that goes by the name of Kuromitsu. Eventually, Kuro falls victim to the attack from his pursuers and the betrayal of his servant. However, Kuro regains consciousness and learns that centuries have now passed. Learning of his new immortal powers, he soon is recruited by a revolutionary movement known as Haniwa. With his new profound abilities, this powerful and respectable hero does whatever it takes to protect the woman he loves. Number 4. Devil's Line.
生まれつき人の血に対して中毒症状がある種族吸血鬼
あんたが辛いのは分かってる。今楽にしてあげる。
Two species coincide in this anime world, as humans and vampires live amongst one another. You could also call these vampires devils too, hence the name of the series. Anzai, a devil that tries to use his powers for the better, works for the police force. After saving the life of a human girl named Tara, Anzai ends up saving her life on multiple occasions afterwards. This devil and human end up hitting it off romantically, but also begin to face more challenges in the relationship that lies before them. I mean, it's to be expected. This girl is in a relationship with another species who are known to devour humans. The devils don't need to do it, but may do so if they lose control. What we can be sure of is that this love story should be better than a certain three-way love triangle from another series. You know which one I'm referring to. Number 3. Code Geass, Akito the Exiled. Coming in at number 3 is an anime I hope everyone should be already familiar with. These movies do take place during the same timeline of the original and goated Code Geass series. However, Akito the Exiled features a completely different cast and the perspectives from the original series. These 5 movies take place in Europe in the year of 2017. The Holy Britannian Empire has overwhelmed the EU allied nations and is up to a special unit known as W0 to fight for their freedom. Akito Hyuga, known as Hannibal's Ghost, is one of the members of the specialized unit who is known for his abilities on the battlefield. If you're already a fan of the series, I definitely recommend watching these movies if you haven't already, or even if you haven't watched the series at all. Number 2. Sentouin, Hakenshimasu.
Sentouin 6号
は
貴様を派遣する。
は
A villainous group known as the Kisaragi Corporation plans on taking over the entire universe. Sentouin Rokugo is one of the chief operatives of this corporation that was assigned a complete task for this operation. While setting out to complete his missions, Sentouin actually ends up becoming a royal knight for a kingdom. Not only does he still have to carry out his task for the Kisaragi Corporation, but now he's also obligated to fight against the Demon Lord's army. As he continues on his journey, he gains the help of some comrades to help him fulfill his missions, for the better or the worse. I guess you just have to find out for yourself what the outcome is. Number 1. Tokyo Revengers. Lastly, but definitely not least, is Tokyo Revengers. The fact that it's getting its own live action adaptation speaks a lot on how good this series is. This unique and mesmerizing storyline follows Takemichi Hanagaki, a high schooler that had everything going well for him. From an amazing group of friends and a girlfriend, Takemichi's future was looking bright. But now he's 26 years old and a deadbeat loser. Finding out about the death of his ex-girlfriend and her little brother, Takemichi discovers that it was the doing of the Tokyo Manji gang. Hanagaki soon finds himself living in the life he had 12 years prior. Informing the younger brother of what's to come in the future, Takemichi is taken back to the present to find out that he had altered the past and what is now the new present reality. That's the end of the list for the top 10 anime where the main character is completely overpowered. Each one of these anime have unique aspects about it to make it onto this list. Leave a comment down below if there's any other anime that showcase an overpowered main character, or if there was a favorite one of yours from this list. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon, and I'll see you in the next video.